Good evening. Good morning. I just thought I'd do this live. Mostly I've been doing my class much later, like now. So late because I'm in the middle of the day here in Bali. The heat is over 90 degrees most days, and so it's really nice to practice this sequence in the heat. And because you can go to Facebook and get a class anytime you want. In fact, there are 3 or 4 good classes up there on Facebook, full classes. And I'm going to build an app which will be photographed from all angles and all of the details and tutorials on every pose. And that app is built. It's going to be launching soon. But in the short term, I practice every day, and so I haven't been on Instagram doing it in the last few days, so I figured I should practice. Oh, I'm going to practice, so I don't need to put another one on Facebook. If you want to go to Facebook at any time, you can go there and get a class for now. But we're going to do the same sequence, kind of a HAPA VINYASA sequence, very heavily based on the 26 poses. And it's just going to open us up. It's good for beginners. And whoever wants to join me is welcome. We're going to meditate after for a few minutes, and that's it. So thanks for joining me. Another day, another night for you. We begin in a standing pose. We begin with the sacred asana, the sacred prayer. That sacred prayer mantra is a prayer for all beings, all living beings, and all living. Actually, Mother Earth is included. Everything living. Promote happiness and freedom for all living beings. And very typical chant from yogis. I would say it's the yogi's commitment. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may my thoughts, words, and actions contribute to the happiness and freedom of all beings. Interlace your fingers under your chin. Begin by counting to 6 and opening your lungs, heart, chest, respiratory system is working. In deep breath to the count of 6. Push it all the way back. Stomach up and in. Change. Second set. Opening your lungs, chest, widening your ribcage. Breathe in. 2 more. Suck in with your mouth. Last one. Deepest inhale of the day. Okay, you should feel a little different already. Hands up in Tadasana. Go to the right and to the left. Today we do a little different, just like this. Shoulders back and down, arms straight up and over to your right, left arm over to your right. Chest up, look up under your left elbow. Deep breath. Shoulders down, back. Come on up. Straighten the arms up, other side. Come on up. Okay. Do this. Hands up. Back bend, first back bend. Push your hips forward. Being up and over the beach ball. Come on up. Slowly bend forward, bend your knees. Step on both hands. When you're ready, put your chest on your knee, bend your knee. And if you get excited and you're comfortable, you're pulling as hard as you can, so there's always a lot of challenge. Then you straighten your knees, lock your knees, head to the feet, pulling with your hand hard as you can. Come on up. Second set, this time I'm going to do traditional, leaning over to the right side. Come on up. Straighten your arms. Let your muscles squeeze your ears. Go over to your left. Okay. Do something a little different here. Lock your fingers, come all the way up and all the way back. Come forward. Bend your knees. Lock your arms behind them. All the way over. Just hang out here for a little bit. Opening your shoulders, chest is on your knee or towards your knee. Breathing deep. Come on up. Now another back bend to forward bend. This time forward bend to back bend. So be gentle. Lean up and over, pushing your hips forward. Come on up. Lean forward slowly. Back bend to forward bend again. Just hang out here a little bit. Step on your hands. One more time. Put your head is actually straight. Your back is straight. But you put your knees and your chest on each other. So if you have to bend your knees, that's okay. And then once you get your chest on your knees and you're pulling as hard as you can, straighten your knees. Head is towards the floor, not towards the shin. It just ends up at the shin. Lock your knees. Come on up. Roll your shoulders. Go into a chair pose. Separate your feet 6 to 8 inches. Straighten your arms. Come on down. Same thing now on your tippy toes. Come on up. On your toes, knees together, squeezing as tight as you can. Come down slowly. Just as slow as we came down, that's how you want to come up. Knees pushing against each other. Okay. Roll your shoulders back one more time. Chest forward. And we're going to go into eagle pose. Hands up. Right arm under the left. Pulling your shoulders down, but chest forward and up. So shoulders are back and down. Bend both knees. Lift your right leg up and around. Double wrap. Squeeze as tight as you can. Feel this all over your body. This is eagle pose.
Come on up. Shoulders back and down again. Inhale. Let it out. Other side. Tadasana. Left arm under and around, double wrap. Shoulders down and back. Chest forward. Stomach is up and in. Bend straight down with your knees. Left leg up. All the way around. Eagle pose, other side. Squeezing everything together. Here we go. It's eagle pose. Put your hands on your hip. Squeeze your shoulders back. A little bit of a back bend. Mountain pose. Now we go into head to knee. Bend your right knee up. Hold on to it. If you can, stretch your right foot forward and hold. Kicking and stretching. Pushing your heel towards the front as far as you can. Pulling back on your toes. Flexing your feet completely. Straightening your right knee completely. Left knee. And the goal is to straighten the right knee equally. But you lock your knees. Come on down. Other side's coming up. Bend your knee, left knee, hold on. Both hands. Straighten your left knee if possible. Hold that. Kicking and stretching. Pulling hard as you can. Lock your right knee. Hang out here with me for a minute. Come on down. Roll your shoulders back. Tadasana. Mountain pose. We're going to go to dancing Shiva now. Open your right hand. Lift your right foot up. Hold on to it. Straighten your left hand. Kicking and stretching all the way. Come on up. Deep breath in. Open your chest. Let it go. Other side, open your left hand. Lift your left foot up, put it in your left hand. Right arm straight up. Kicking and stretching simultaneously. Come on down. This is dancing Shiva. Kicking as hard as you can. Stretching. Harder you kick and stretch simultaneously, the better you balance. Come on up. Okay. Take a step back. Hands on your waist. Chest up. Lean forward. All the way forward. Let your head lean toward the floor. Straighten your knees, straighten your legs, straighten your hamstrings, lengthening your hamstrings. Head to the floor if you can. Stomach up and in. Come on up. Elbows. Breathe in. Okay, I'm going to lean back forward. This time, put our hands down in front of us. Turn the left hand up to the sky and twist. If you want, you can reach your arm all the way around and hold the inside of your right leg, twisting your right and left all the way to the sky, putting the chest in the sky. Come on. Other side. Hands straight up, straight line. If you want to reach around and hold the inside of your leg, that's fine. Opening your chest. Hang down to the forward, hang forward. Let your interlace your fingers, drop your hands over your head, just hang down. Hands on your hips, slowly come back up. Turn your left foot open. Bend that left knee all the way. Hands up, warrior one. Hold it. Hang out here. Open the warrior two. Same extended period. Straighten your left leg. Come on. Triangle pose. Straight leg triangle. Side. Bend that right knee deeply, all the way deeply. Warrior one. Two. triangle, straight leg triangle. Look up, open your chest. Moving up. Hands on your hips again. Chest up. Forward bend. Hang loose. Head over to our left side. Put our head on our knee. Relax. Draping our chest over our thigh. Head over our knee, lengthening our head to our toe. It's a long way, head to the toe, isn't it? So just hang out here. Let gravity do most of the work. But your gut is up and in, activated. Come on up. Other side. Same thing. Come on up. Roll our shoulders back again. Back to our left side. This time, lift your right arm up. Lean forward, all the way forward. Place your hand here on your shin, not on your shin, below your shin or above it, on the floor, or on the left side of your left foot. Opening your chest to the sky. This is twisting triangle. Opening your chest to the sky. Come on up. Turn your right foot 180 degrees. Left arm up. Come on, forward, forward. Twisting triangle, other side. Hand on your back, not necessarily, but come on up all the way around again. Lower your shoulders. Come on to Tadasana. To Tadasana, mountain pose. Now I'm going to return to Warrior 2 on the left side and do a bent leg triangle. Again with Warrior 2. Deep, bend your knees deep, and come on down. Hands do not touch the floor. Opening your chest to the sky. Elbow is opening your hip. Come on up. Bend that right knee. deep bend. Come on down. Straight bent leg triangle. Elbow is opening that knee and the hip open. Hands not touching the ground. The core is holding you up. Looking up. Hands are towards the sky and towards the floor. Come on up. Okay. One more head to knee. Begin with a reverse prayer. Reverse prayer, turn to your left side. Reverse prayer is like this. You can see how that informs your posture. Gut is up and in, chest is up. Come on down. Come on up. Keeping the reverse prayer. Go all the way to the other side. Chest is up. Forward bend. Come on up. Hands up. Let it go. Okay, now we can go into our tree pose. This is about balance, but it's also about lengthening your body from the heel to the top of the head, the shining skull, the Sahasrara chakra, all the way through the Muladhara chakra and rising. Everything is up. The stomach is in, locked. Come into a prayer pose. Full expression in a pose. Come on down. Change sides. Left foot into your right thigh. Just deeply pushing hard. Opening your hip here. Getting your balance tall as you can get. Tall. You can feel the foot pushing into the thigh. And somehow that's lifting you up. You see how it's working with the muscles to lift you up taller. As tall as you can get. Come into a prayer pose. Still getting taller. Come on up. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a hip opener as we move to the floor. Tadasana, mountain pose. Tadasana, standing pose. Forward bend all the way. Forward. Go back to knees, chest and chin. Can you see me? I gotta move this because we're going to the floor anyway. Now we go to knees, chest, and chin, like this. Pull it forward. A little bit of a back bend. Then we're going to go back to downward dog. Downward dog. Lift our right leg up. Step it through. I'm going to go into a lizard pose. Opening our hip. Left leg is straight back and down. Knee on the floor. This hip is opening. Now we're going to move this foot all the way over into a pigeon pose. I'm going to lie over the pigeon pose and open the hip more. Hang out here for a bit. Opening the hip. This is our first floor pose. A lot of these positions need to be held, and you have to breathe into them and let them do the work, and let gravity work, and let them open up as the muscles become less tense and they open up more and more. You can't force these poses. You have to let them work. That's pigeon pose. Okay, come on around. Let's go back to downward dog. Left foot up. Step it all the way through to lizard pose. They say your hips hold a lot of tension. Not they say, it's factual. Sexual and other tension is held in the hip. Emotions are held in the hip. So open your hips. Smile and breathe. It hurts a little bit if you're doing it right. Okay, slowly come up, lift this left leg all the way to the side, and fall over it, lie over it, and it hurts like hell. That means you're doing it right, but be careful. You don't want to injure yourself, but you know a good pain from a bad pain. This foot is as far up as you can bring it. Right foot is back, left leg is bent into a pigeon pose. Open your hip. Opening your hip as wide as you can. If you can, bend forward. Now, Baddha Konasana turns to Supta Baddha Konasana. Just let the weight of your hips, of your thighs, pull your hips open more. Take some deep breaths right here. Chill. Feet are together. Legs are wide open. Hips are opening towards the floor. Gravity is opening them. You ought to feel that in your groin, opening. Put your knees together. Now squeeze them into your chest. Both arms squeezing tight. This wind removing pose. Squeezing your knees to the chest as hard as you can. Try to straighten your back all the way flat on the ground, which is a tough one because your sacrum is lifting, but you're trying to flatten it. And one day you will. Squeezing as hard as you can till your arms hurt. You see your fingers turn white because the blood is going deeper. Stimulating your digestive system, pulling as hard as you can. Let it go. Savasana. Take a few deep breaths here. Arms tall. Come on up. Begin with a couple back bends here. Sit on your heels. This first back bend is traditional. It's very simple. Just sort of put your hands on your hips and push your waist forward and lean back. You can feel that everywhere. Opening your chest to the sky. And if you feel like it, then lean back and hold your toes or your feet. Hands on the feet. Chest forward. Up. Smiling and hanging out right here. Deep breath. Hanging out. Deep breath. Come on up. Sit straight up. Let the practice sink in. Hand on your left, on your right knee, left hand, right knee. Turn and twist. Pulling as hard as you can with your left hand. Opening your chest. Taller each inhale. Each exhale, we twist more. Other side, same thing. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Okay. Sets us up for Ardha Matsyendrasana. So take the left knee, bend it. Put your left foot on the side of your right buns. Lift your left hand up and reach all the way around. Another twisting pose. This one slightly more intense. Hang out here. Inhale up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, turn to the right. Sometimes I use the expression to stretch, but what we're doing is lengthening. We're not pulling our body out of our body. Everything is in place. We're not snatching it out. We're lengthening. It's a big distinction, but it's a subtle one. And the more you practice, the more you'll understand that. Right? You're wringing a wet rag now. Everything is coming out. Come on around. Other side. Left foot. Inside of your right knee. Right hand up. All the way around. Come on back. Now we're going to go into hero pose. From there we'll do forward bends, do our breathing exercises. Sit on our butt between our feet if we can. Lengthen our back straight up, heads towards the sky. If you can get your butt on the ground, that's pretty good. Notice that the blood is no longer circulating through your knees because it's crunched. And that's a compression. And that's good compression. So just sit, hang out here for a bit. Take some breaths. When you're ready, lean back onto your elbows if you can. If not, by the way, you could have your butt on a brick or something. All the way back if you can. Leaning back. A little bit of a bridge pose. If your knees come off the floor, do not do this. Your knees must remain on the floor. When you're ready, put your elbows on the ground. Come on up. Sit on your butt. Lengthen your legs forward. Put your butt cheeks all the way back. Keep lifting them back. Sit up straight. Lean forward. Hold on to your toes if you can. Pull your chest forward. Hard as you can, so much so your feet come off the floor. And then, miraculously, just relax into I think this is Paschimottanasana. Come on up. Left foot into your right thigh again. Jani Shashasana. Leaning forward, chest towards your knee, head towards your foot. All the way. We're not doing a compression pose here as we do some other times. We're putting our head to our foot, straightening our leg, straightening our back, draping over, pulling our foot back, flexing our right foot. Come on up. Same thing, other side. Leaning forward, up and over. Now we're going to do a little bit of an inversion. Well, we have three choices. One, we can lay on our back and sit our hips up in the air. A very simple one. Lay on your back and put your feet against the wall, up against the wall, and let the blood run the opposite direction. This makes your heart work twice as hard. It's called, when you do it as a shoulder stand, which I'll show you now, is the queen of all asana, of all poses, is the queen, is shoulder stand. And if you do a headstand, that is known as the king of all poses. But let me show you the simplest way, and then I'll talk you into a headstand. So today I'll show you, just do like this, and just chill. Let the blood rush, let the heart pump against the blood. Let it come all the way through. 90% of your blood rushes to the head in 2 minutes. So we'll do a minute like this. You may want to do 2 minutes like this. But you're upside down. The blood is racing. And again, you can also go into shoulder stand, which is the queen of all poses, according to some teachers. Or you may want to go into a headstand, elbows locked like this. Put your head on the ground, lean forward, gently come up. Slowly down, slowly come down, however you can get down. Lie down on your back. Let that sink in for a bit. Short shavasana. Come on up. We end the way we began with breathing exercise. Sit on our heels, Japanese pose, straighten our arms. Breathe in. Let it out. Now we're going to do this what is it called? It's a prana practice, a pranayama practice. This pranayama practice, I'll tell you the name of it in a minute. This pranayama practice is meant to release all the toxins and push the toxic air out. And it's also rejuvenation, sets you ready for your day. It can either will end with a way to set you up for the night. But in the meantime, breathe in, push out, make your stomach pop. You don't have to inhale. Inhale is natural. The exhale is all you have to focus on and make it as hard as possible. Make the stomach go up and in each exhale.
Inhale. Exhale. The second set coming up. This one is twice as hard. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to hold. Exhale. Corpse pose. Spreading out. Lie back. Drift off. Sinking into the floor. Letting the practice sink in. Let all the muscles relax. When you're ready, coming out of this short